My mom had passed away from giving birth to me, and my dad hated me for it. By the time I was 16, I ran away from home and had to work 3 different jobs to pay rent and feed myself. Life was tough, but it was better than getting shouted at by my dad every day. One day, I saw an old man begging on the streets for food. Although I barely had enough for myself, I decided to treat the old man to a meal. He thanked me and told me that my kindness would one day be rewarded. He also told me that he used to be a rich man until he did something really bad, and becoming a beggar today was his karma. Walking home that day, I was happy as it felt good to help someone in need. The next day, I received a mysterious package with an MP3 player in it. There was a note in the package that said, "Thank you for your kindness. Listen to this for good luck." As I listened to the odd prayer in the player, a strange electrical sensation shot through my body. I couldn't explain the exact feeling of it, but I felt positive and powerful. It also sounded relaxing, so I decided to listen to it and see what happens. Just a few days later, my boss at work spotted potential in me and promoted me. Several months later, I was once again promoted for my good performance, and was now paid well enough to buy a house in the neighborhood for myself. It has always been my dream to travel, and I was finally able to travel around the world in business class flights and 5-star hotel suites. While touring Vietnam, I lost the MP3 player accidentally, and things began to change after that. I was told that the company I worked for had to close down, and I was now unemployed. Just several days later, I also lost most of my money when my bank account was hacked. In just 1 week, I went from living the life of my dreams to a nightmare. All of these misfortunes sank me into a deep state of depression. I began to drink every day like my dad and just wasted my life away. Just as all hope seemed to be lost, one of my ex-colleagues called me and told me she's now doing better than ever. She excitedly told me that she's been listening to the prayer that I was listening to, and that things had gotten better for her ever since. At that moment, remembering about the MP3 player that I lost, I began to have hope again. I thanked her for reminding me about it and told her I lost it, and asked her how she got it. She recommended a website, and I quickly downloaded it to hear the prayer. While browsing online, I learned that the prayer was found on the missing page of the first version of the original Bible in Jerusalem. According to Wikipedia, it was also listened to by the great Christian king Baldwin IV. It claims to use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. The divine prayer is used to optimize abundance and prosperity of every kind: wealth, health, relationships, and career success. I learned that many famous people and companies in the world use the divine prayer. I downloaded the prayer to my phone and excitedly listened to it. It must have been weird to behave that way, but during that time, I was desperate. Sure enough, through some unexplainable energy forces, I found opportunity in my life again. An old friend of mine from school approached me to start a business together, and our business took off in just weeks. Life was good again for me, and this time, I even found a boyfriend who treated me like a princess. The prayer that I listened to is the 1-minute divine prayer. It had to go through rituals that blessed the prayer with good energy. By clearing the pineal gland in the brain, as known as the third eye, it enhances the flow of positive energy greatly, especially in the area of wealth. The first 25 seconds help you attract, while the remaining part is responsible for the keeping and safeguarding. I will now teach you how to listen to it properly. First, you need to listen to the prayer with your eyes closed and focus on your desires. You also need to make sure that your chest is open, to draw energy from all directions. Now, before and while listening to it, you also need to speak the prayer frequently. This lets it know that you are the master, and it should assist you. Do not let others listen to it with you. If someone else does listen to it with you, take a shower and don't listen to it for a day. Do not listen to it while bathing. It's incompatible with dirty things. Besides the points mentioned, all you need to do is to listen to it and let it do its magic. Besides me, the prayer has been the saving grace for so many people. One shared how it stopped the misfortune curse that had been bothering her since she was a baby. Another finally got the job promotion that he always wanted. Another man told how he overcame depression and regained his self-confidence. I just wished that someone had told me about this sooner. I could have used it to escape my abusive home earlier and enjoy the better things in life. Just by listening to the 1-minute prayer, I correct my imbalances of energy and start to enjoy life when everything just goes my way. It can all be achieved by listening to a simple divine prayer, and it can work for you too. You have nothing to lose except all of the bad energy, bad luck, and misfortune. Click on the Learn More button to hear it, and experience a more abundant life today.